Alright, let's see if we could get this thing up and running. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties today. I had a Windows 10 update that decided to reset all my privacy policies, so I didn't have cameras working. But anyway, today we're revisiting R23 with the random retail 12,900 KS that performed quite well last time. That was my first time using the chip, and I just went straight to LN2. I never tested underwater, no binning whatsoever. It was just a retail chip, not lapped, nothing like that. I did reach 6.8 gigahertz on the P cores, and I went modest on the E cores. I went like 5.2 or something like that. Today we're going to be pushing it a little further. Not just the CPU though, we're going to push the RAM. Last time I ran an XMP profile, I really didn't have time to set up for anything else, but now I have an LN2 pot mounted. So yeah, we're going cold on the memory and the CPU as well. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling this down. You guys will have, and I'll go over the hardware and everything that I'm using here today. But you guys will have temperature readings from the CPU pot and the memory pot here, real-time CPU voltage readings here. And then we'll boot her up. We'll do some quick test runs. We're going straight for cold right now. I'm going to get down to roughly like minus 60 C or so. And then I'll glaze the pot. How's it going, Ilya? Long time no see, my friend. All right. Right now I'm just gonna, I already set a profile up. We're not gonna do that just yet. Yeah, we'll go with 55, why not? Oh, what am I doing? I'm already screwing this up, guys. You guys can actually see what I'm doing, my bad. Yeah, right now I'm just setting a base profile, not even really an LN2 profile, but I just want to get these, some of these values in just to boot her up. And I'll boot up the XMP profile, and then I'll just keep pulling down on the pot. We're not even, I mean, we're below ambient. That's a plus. I'm not going to go cold on the RAM just yet because I'm not overclocking it. So the LN2 pot uses thermal pads. Yeah, by the way, yeah, I should probably go over the hardware before I forget. I'm running the EVGA Z690 dark motherboard. Of course, that's insinuated in the title, so that's a dead giveaway. Of course, the i9 12900 KS, once again, random retail chip. No binning involved whatsoever. Four Kelvin, that's insane. What is he using, liquid helium? Oh, for whatever reason, Restream does not work with a Facebook chat, so if anyone's writing anything in Facebook chat, that's my bad. If we make it some, let's mute this. And writing anything in Facebook chat, that's my bad. I wanted to mute it. My bad, guys. All right. Is there a way to get a chat window out of here? There's not. Facebook, you suck. All right, so I'm gonna keep pulling down here. We're about minus 30 C on the pot. Hopefully I got a good amount. If not, I'll just readjust. As you can tell, I'm gonna continue going over the hardware in a second. This is the Kingpin Cooling T-Rex Revision 4, the Rev 4 as we call it. I was lucky to test the prototype pots back when Vince first sent me the first prototype of the T-Rex, and I mean that was a fantastic pot, even just being a prototype, but these pots have come a long way. But you'll notice it's kind of a slow burn pulling it down initially. So essentially what's happening is you're getting the Lindenfrost effect inside the pot. The LN2 is beating off of the copper, the nickel-plated copper, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it down a little more, and then I'm just going to glaze it with a torch, and it kind of creates this thermal, a good thermal transfer. Let's just put it that way. It creates this like kind of ice barrier around the nickel-plated copper, and it allows it to absorb the liquid nitrogen much quicker. And you'll see on the thermometer here how much quicker it gets after I do that. Oh, and I'm still streaming off of a workstation PC. Oh, no, don't worry, Ilya. I'm good. I did set a memory profile for the liquid nitrogen. Hopefully it takes. We're gonna aim for 7 gigahertz CL32, something like 40, 40, 28, 2T. We'll see how she takes. I'm gonna throw some serious voltage at her. So, we're about minus 65 Celsius. So I'm just gonna throw a quick glaze on that. Wish I had a camera set up over my pot. Once I get my streaming PC back up and running, which should be soon, I'll at least have enough capture cards to use multiple cameras and get a better angle so you guys can actually see what's going on. Anyway, I'm gonna just pull it down a little quicker here. And the colder it gets, it's gonna become considerably quicker. So right now I'm just gonna pull down. We'll just get the CPU used to some voltage here. I should probably at least throw an XMP profile on the memory. I think the CPU could handle that. We're gonna go to roughly minus 100 for now, and I'll slowly bump up the voltages and the clock frequencies in both the P cores and E cores. Play around with cache later. And then we'll get to the memory. Sorry about the clickety keyboard. No, Ilya, this is the. You're still running the 12,900 KS, or that's what I'm running. The 7980 XD. I actually just gave mine away to my nephew. I think I'm getting a lot of peaking here. Oops, going the wrong way. Maybe that'll help. That should be a little better. All right. Now let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm gonna talk about the actual hardware. As I said earlier, EVGA Z690 Dark Kingpin Edition. Oh, it was good before too? Okay. The OBS is just showing me peaking. Of course, the Intel i9 12900K KS retail sample, 100% retail sample, no binning whatsoever. I just bought it, and it's the first CPU of the KS series that I've ran. And it performed pretty well last time. 45 minutes of effort, and I just brought it up to 6.8 on the P cores, 5.2 on the E cores, only 50 on the ring, but I was also running a stock XMP profile, and I ran almost a 28,500 run, or 38,500. It scores higher than that stock. All right. I went way colder than I should have. Ooh, should probably mute that. Actually, oh no, that's when I tried to submit it. I think this is my last run. Oh no, I can't view it on hardware bot. I'm not even connected to the internet. Yeah, so this will give you an idea of my last run. Oh, maybe if I get rid of this for now. Where are you? There we, nope. So you get an idea of my clocks. If you can't see the, well, I guess CPU-Z would have already incorporated that. But yeah, we're gonna go for similar clocks on the P cores because that seems to be where it maxed out at least at 1.65 volts at full pot. And yeah, she did well, so we'll see how she does today. I'm just gonna do a quick run and then we'll start overclocking. I think it's only at 5.5 right now. Way too cold for this. So who's all playing the Mega Billions? I'll continue talking about the hardware here in a second. Trying to manage a stream on a laptop that's meant for workstations. Using a trackpad. This is awful. Okay. I won't. Oh, why is that? No, I won't have a cold bug. Holy shit, captions are working. Alright, so 31,000, whatever. Could do that on water. I actually got higher than that with my case skew. Alright. I'm going to load up my base LN2 profile, which I believe is 6 gigahertz on the P cores, 5 gigahertz on the E cores, and 50 on the cache at 155 volts. And I'll just adjust everything else in Elite. You guys will see. Oh, shit. Yeah, genius. Missed that one. It's been a long day, guys. Long week, really. All right, there we go. All right. I'll just be running stock XMP for a second because obviously the memory is not cold. It's not ready to be thrown into what it's going to be thrown into today. Snap, crackle, pop. All right. Now it's going to go through its usual process of memory training. Sometimes it requires 2 boots to train, but with XMP, I can't imagine it would. And there's some other tricks that EVGA implemented in the Z690 dark Kingpin boards in regards to memory overclocking cold. Now we're gonna start pulling down. We're at minus 133, 138. I don't want to pull down too fast because I can crack the pace. I'm using a Kingpin KPX paste, aka Smurf Juice, as I like to call it. And I'm also running a EVGA 1600 P2, which is total overkill. But I run them for everything, 2D, 3D, doesn't matter. Well, in 3D, I need to run multiple. All right, so I'll just do a quick base run. Always got to do a base run. Now I'm just pulling down the pot, just for the sake of pulling down the pot. The CPU could handle it. Okay, 34,841. Sure thing, boss. Let's see if I can best my last score. So I'll have a baseline profile for the CPU. And go straight. Well, we're cold enough to go 6.4 or 6.5 even. I'm gonna bump up the voltage, definitely. Cold enough for once. Nah, not quite. I'm also using a Kingpin Inferno backplate. It's literally what it sounds like. It's a heater for the socket itself, so it prevents any condensation from building up underneath the CPU and in between the socket. We're about -1.6. That's good for 1.6. All right, so 65 on the P cores, and we're gonna go. Nah, that might be a little. Oh no, it should be good. A little higher on the ring. Delid this. Oop, didn't like that. Nope, doesn't like that at all. Maybe a little too much voltage. Nope, my lights are flickering. This thing's drawing some power. I don't have the PMD installed right now. Let's back off very quick and do a quick run. Oops, wrong slider. I'll back off on the E-cores as well. I'll go to 50. It may need much higher voltage for 5.2. I haven't really tested out the E-cores. I didn't push them yesterday. Ah, great. Ah, we're cold enough for this. All right, 36,595. Oh, nice, Blake. I think I still have a 7900 GT somewhere. It definitely wants more voltage, and it wants to get much colder, so I'm going to really pull it down right now. -140, -145, -150, 55. Yeah, it's crazy how fast these modern day pots are compared to what we used to use. Kind of want to give the F1 Dark a go on this CPU. I want to see how I could cope with the heat. You know, science. All right. At this point, I'm going to bump up the voltage to like 164. Because we're approaching full pot. Oh yeah, we're full pot. Oh damn, my thermometer's way out. Oh, I froze that one. Should have went full. That should not go that low. No, I guess that'd be right because 196. So we're good at about -190. I never even got a chance to see my profile. That sucks. Let's see how my memory is today. I wish, Vince, if you could add this, I wish you could incorporate where you could just type in the number. You don't have to scroll through it. That'd be a nice addition. Oh, why did I do that? I thought that said 40 for a second. We're going to stick to 50 for now. And we'll do 52 on ring. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I am exhausted. But I did want to get this done today because I've been itching to get memory cold. All right. What was I at before? Okay, that was just 6 on the peak cores, so we'll go like 6.6. Now we'll go 6.7. I have to pour it down a bit. Yeah, that heater plate really generates a lot of heat, and so does the CPU at 165 volts, even idling. I mean, granted, it's at 6.7 gigahertz on the P cores. Yesterday, or not yesterday, was it Monday that I streamed? I had the PMD hooked up, and this thing was pulling 500-ish watts at times. All right. There goes the lights flickering. Oh. Stalled there for a second. At least it looked like it did. Good recovery, my guy. All right, 37,846. So, what am I doing? What's the UAE security thing, Ilya? Now we could do at least 5.2. And then we'll bump them up some more. And then we'll do 6.8 on the P cores if it'll pass like 5.4 on the E cores. I do want to see if I could push them higher than 5.2. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's already open. And so is that. All right, 38,242. I'm actually right about where I was at yesterday, except 100 megahertz lower on the P cores. So let's go ahead and do. I'll easily beat my. Oops. Damn it, Greg. Wrong slider. And I'll also push the B clock after we get the memory dialed in. Okay. So So 6852 and 52 on the cash. This time I actually did close R23. So this is 6-8 P cores, 5-2 E cores, 50 cash. Nope. Don't like that. Oh, you know what? It got too warm. I'm tired. It's gonna load up in the same profile, but I remember the settings. I gotta save that profile. And we'll just let it warm up a little bit. In the meantime, I'm actually gonna take a moment and... Yeah, how do you actually shut that off? I never actually thought about that. It is really annoying. Blake, I don't even know what a dripper setup is, if I'm just being totally honest. Yeah, I'm gonna fill up these canisters very quick, top them off. And guys, basically the plan is to go until I run out of LN2, which I will use up tonight. So, we'll see how quick it goes or how long it lasts. Ooh, just wasted quite a bit right there. Alright. Okay. So back at it. That's too damn high. See, this is why I don't like sliders. Alright, now we're gonna go back to 6-8. We're gonna give that another try without we did 5-2, I believe, and 5-2. I'll go higher on both E cores and ring if P cores pass out 6.8. I really wish I had the PMD set up right now just to see how much power and in terms of wattage this the CPU is drawing from the EPS 12 volt connectors. Okay, R23. My back is killing me. So I'm going to want to keep this about minus 190 each time. Uh-oh. Let's hope I didn't screw myself right there. Nope. I combat that heat. So I'm holding it around minus 190, minus 192. And we got 38,633, so I did beat my previous score. So for good measure, I must save this. My previous score was like 38.4 something. So those extra 2 E cores being bumped up, or extra 8 E cores, should I say, being bumped up 100 megahertz actually did help by 200 some odd points. So they do their job. And let's see if it'll do 5.3. I'm actually going to bump up cache, or the ring bus, up to 5.4. All right. Yeah, that temperature just skyrockets on the thermometer. The pot just went from like minus 193 to minus 186. Oh, and I got a lot of questions. 39,000. I broke 39,000. Not bad. This one I'm actually saving. I haven't even done memory yet. Cool. All right, let's see. What am I doing? My mind just went blank. All right, let's open up some CPU Z tabs. Yeah, Ilya, I really gotta get rid of this thing. And why is my monitor not muted? I thought I muted you. Is that 4? I don't know how many that was. That was only 3. Just to show it's stock XMP. I don't know what the hell. Let's move this over so you can actually see the score. And I lost one of my, there we go. All right, 39,000. I'm really curious to see because Monday, I'll keep on to say last night, Monday it didn't take, oh what, oh my God. And I closed one. I took 4 identical CPU Z shots. Genius. Save result, okay. This is why sleep's important, guys. Now I have 5 tabs open. All right, official. Not with much effort, to be honest. It's a good chip, considering it's a retail sample. All right, let's. You know, I'm gonna push the E cores up to like 5.4. I want to see if it'll take 5.4 at this voltage. They do benefit Cinebench quite a bit. Well, R20 at least. R23. I'm sorry. R20, I believe, runs some set of AVX instructions, and I don't believe the Atom cores that they use as the E cores support AVX instructions. It's definitely not AVX 512, but. A little bit of condensation going here. And as I was saying earlier, I totally lost my train of thought. A lot of people are asking me what I use to prep the board. Literally, all I'm using is paper towel and the Kingpin Cooling Inferno. It's a heated backplate that uses one of their standard backplates. Actually, it does have a little notch in it for mounting the heater itself. But yeah, it essentially uses a large thermal pad to cover the back of the PCB of the motherboard and keeps the socket warm, keeps it dry more importantly. So there's really no need to prep outside of paper towels with a nice backplate heater. All right, let's actually attempt. I'm gonna do my best to keep it at minus 190. But we're gonna attempt, nope, didn't like 6.9 at all. I'll give it another try, but I doubt it'll take. No, that did not take. And I didn't save my profile again. Awesome, Greg. Okay, so far we've managed 39,000 CB roughly And that was at 5.8 on the P cores, 5.2 on the E cores. But I never did try that 5.4 E core run. Oh no, I did. That's how I got 90,000. Was it? Yeah, it was. What am I doing? I'm going to save this profile this time, so I don't have to keep booting back into it, or manually setting it each time. We're at about minus 1.64. I really don't want to push it higher than that. I haven't even looked at the multimeter once yet to see how much voltage it's actually drawing without any droop control. But it could always use the volt. Well, let's not save it yet. Let's set. Well, actually, we could save it with this. I'm actually going to back these off for the base profile. We'll do number 2 because I was using the other one yesterday. Yeah, it's fun, man. Oh, now Facebook's working suddenly in my restream window. All right, we're gonna give this a go. We'll see if I could do 5.5 on the E cores. I did the wrong tab again. And bump up the cache. I know it'll do 55 cache, no problem. All right. Yeah, we're getting a little warm, minus 160. Now we're at minus 176. You know what sucks? You guys can't actually see the thermometer voltages. Let me change that very quick before I do this run. Let's add that to the mix. I don't know if you guys could see it. And let me know if you guys could even make that out. I know it's kind of small. But we're at minus 168 on the pot. 11.2 degrees Celsius on the memory pot. Just because it's so close to the CPU pot. Thanks, Ilya. I appreciate that. I'm actually going to take your advice. I'm going to have to do it later, though, because at 1.65 volts, this thing is sipping away at LN2. Oh, it didn't like that. Then again, I may have went a little overboard on the cache. No, I should handle that. Let's try that. Oh, on the CPU, the P cores were set. It should be at 6.8. Left them at 6. Alright, let's save that profile. Even though 55 in the E cores is not what I want for the profile, so let's actually, this one worked nicely. This got me my 90,000 score, or 39,000 score. You had a couple Threadrippers to get 90. I do need Roboclocker. That was one awesome design. Props to you and Vince for only you two would think that up. Did not like 5.5, whatever. I'm happy with 5.4. Let's see if I can push the ring a little further. And then we're gonna get to memory tuning. I already have a profile. I'm pushing some serious voltage. I'm pushing 1.65 volts through these, I never mentioned what memory I'm using. I'm using the Trident Z5s. These are SK Hynix IC equipped DIMMs. the stock XMP profile is like, I forgot what it was. Oh, 6600 CL34, but they are SK Hynix ICs, so they do tend to scale better than Samsung ICs this round. I know Samsung was kind of, like the B dies especially, were kind of the big deal with DDR4, but Samsung doesn't scale well cold. It'll scale, but when it comes down to comparing the two, SK Hynix and Samsung, there's no competition. SK Hynix wins this round, cold. I achieved some pretty decent frequencies with my other set of Z5s, which are Samsung ICs. I believe that one's 6000 CL36, just to give you an idea. But it did 7 gigahertz CL32, no problem, on ambient. Oh, she likes that cache. Oh, wonder if it got too warm. Let's try that again. Why did the window stay? Oh, looks like a pass to me. $39,202, so the ring really didn't do much. I think that about matched my last 39. Oh no, it actually 200 more points. Cool. Don't snap, crackle, pop on me right now. With the web browser running in the background. Yeah, might as well save it. If you beat a score, you save it. Oh, I can't scale it anymore. Oh, I snapped it to the screen by accident. Oh, damn it. Whatever. All right. So now it's time to get to some memory tuning. But first I want to see how high I could get on the cache at these times. And its voltage. I think it's pretty well balanced at this point. So the CPU doesn't need any more work. Let's see if it'll do 58. If not, I'll try 57. Yeah, sometimes it's worth going 2 notches higher. If it fails, see if it'll do the other one. Waste less LN2 that way, if it does pass. LN2 refill. Never mind. Look how fast that temp's actually dropping, or going up, technically. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling down the memory. Now the memory, it's not, I mean, it's generating heat, but it's, the thermal interface material is literally thermal interface material, essentially. It's using thermal pads to transfer the heat. It's not direct contact to the ICs, so, and the temp readings from the pot. So you kind of get where I'm coming from. It'll be running cold, but it's not like it's transferring all that heat the way a CPU would. So it should be pretty easy to control the temperatures. I spoke with a few people, Joshua, Lee Woods, and Vince, of course, and they both said the same thing. Between minus 100, minus 140 C is kind of the sweet spot for SK Hynix. So we're going to pull it down to about minus 100, and we'll see what this 7000 CL32 profile will do. Though I'm sure it could do more than that. We'll start with that. I've never ran memory cold. For someone, Ilya, you may know this. Do you torch a memory pot? Should I glaze it a little bit? I don't even know if it would, because this is like anodized. It's not, yeah, it's not nickel plated. All right, back to the laptop. See what's going on here. All right, so yeah, this is going to be a slow burn. I'm going to try to torch it. Either that, or this is just how long it takes to cool down a memory pot. I forgot I'm still at 165 volts. I should probably, oh, it didn't even freeze. I just jumped up to 1.7. All right, let's go ahead and get back into the BIOS. Let's see what happens for science. That's still evaporating. You guys like my clickety keyboard? 7-year-old Razer Nog or Black Widow Ultimate RGB. I'll just leave. I got a profile saved there. This is a very similar profile, except memory's tuned. So all I gotta do is load up that profile I had saved in Elite. We're starting with 7,000 megahertz. The voltage is a little excessive for something like this, but oh no, it will glaze. Cool. Ooh, that temp went up quick, obviously. Let's see how it reacts, though. Not well. That's what happens when you anodize it. I think it's anodized. And memory pots aren't really engineered to be fast anyway. You just gotta hold their temperatures. And I got a feeling this is gonna be very simple to hold the temperature in a memory pot. And another thing that worries me is just the condensation that may or may not build up. So I'm gonna go as cold as I can, as fast as I can. Which at this point feels rather tedious. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Cold as I can, as fast as I can. Hey, we're almost at minus 140. Or minus 40. Actually, at this, meh. Never mind, I was just gonna say something stupid. Alright, so we got our memory profile. I'm just gonna drop it down. Hopefully she trains well. I'm gonna go to about minus, well, at this voltage, I'm probably gonna try to stay close to minus 140. We're at minus 51, minus 52, minus 53. So we're getting there. about -1 or -60 at this point. Forgot the voltage is still up there. Just making sure it doesn't freeze. All right. Just gonna continue to pull it down for now. We're at -90. And bring the CPU down a bit, top off the memory pot, let it cool itself down. We're at about -100 now on the memory pot, so I'm not going to touch it. It's got plenty of LN2. And we'll see how she does. I just got to refill the canisters. Oh. I missed. It's like peeing on a toilet seat. Never happened to you? Happened to me. That's why you lift the toilet seat. All right, let's see if she takes. What about -104? Oh, because she warmed up. I went to evaporated. All right, so if anybody's new joining us, yeah, I kind of figured that, Ilya. Yeah, this is going to be a short run. I'm not going to be at this too long. I don't have enough LN2, so I just used a lot of paper towel. I'll probably throw some LET on there for future memory runs. I want to dial that stuff in. That's what today's about. Even though it's R23 and it's not really memory dependent, it does have an effect on it. So, just a little bit of practice. Yeah, I got to bring that CPU temp down. We're about close to -140 on the memory, so hopefully it trains. If not, there's a little button, I forgot what they call it. Not the safe, yeah, the safe boot button, which essentially just takes you right back into the BIOS with your previous settings. And I could, they have a XOC mode, which actually I'll show you guys right over here, which actually is supposed to help with memory training under LN2. So let me go ahead pull up my monitor here. Oh, this sucks using a laptop. But if you go to extras here in the BIOS, there's some overclock profiles here that some of EVGA's internal overclockers like Vince and Sens and Lumi, they put together. Some could be run on ambient, various Hynix, Samsung kits, and of course liquid nitrogen kits for various benchmarks, 8-core, 8-core, assuming all-core. 7600 would be cool. Ooh. But we're not going for 7600 for R23. Okay. I definitely gotta go cool down the CPU. Oh, no, I don't. Let's hope the memory trains. It's at -138-ish. It's warming up, actually. Took the voltage. I don't have the multimeter hooked up to the memory voltage, so I'm only monitoring CPU voltage. posted. 7000 CL32. And we'll push it farther. It looked like on those XOC profiles at 165 volts, they were running CL32 at considerably higher transfers, as in mega transfers, for those of you guys who don't know. And we're going to bring it down back close to full pot, load up my profile, and try R23 with exact same 6.8 on the P cores, 5.4 on the E cores, and what was that, 56 cache? Don't recall. Let's pull that up. I think it was 56 cache. Or no, maybe it didn't like the 56 cache. I don't recall. If you guys recall, let me know. Oh. Oh, I got too warm to apply that profile. Oh, it's at minus 150. Idiot. And now we got a 0-0. So basically, to get out of this, I gotta shut it down, warm it up a little bit. Now the CPU is not dead. Well, it better not be. That would suck. Alright, we're back alive. Now I hit the safe boot button, so it should still take me into directly into BIOS with the same settings I had before. It's memory training, seems to be getting through it. But as soon as that memory, it's actually moving that temperature. I mean, I see why, the voltage is insane. Yep, safe mode worked as advertised. Yeah, everything's still here, just how I left it. Cool little feature. I'm going to make sure to actually keep it cold enough to support 1.65 or 64 volts. I was at minus 150-ish. Should have been at least minus 180. Nice chatting with you too, Ilya. Oops. You take care, bud. Alright, minus 170. Let's go ahead and throw that. Oops, memory's starting to get a little warm now. Nope, froze again. Oh shit, you know what? Should do voltage first. Either that or I lost my mount, which I doubt. Alright, so in this case, what am I doing? This is multitasking, guys. And warm it up a little more just in case the paste cracked. Oh, the awesome. Your computer failed to stay running. Would you like to restart it again? sure. Well, that one went quick. That's what happens when you pull the temp up that much. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull that down to much cooler temperatures. Just apply the voltage for now. And then the clock speeds. Seconds. Well, yeah. I'm just going to change the voltage. And then I'll load up the profile and apply it. So we're at like 164. Alright, took the 164. It did not take the 6.8. Huh. It did not like that jump in frequencies on everything. So I'm just going to put it in manually, whatever. Took the voltage though. Nope, got to warm it up again. I think I may have actually lost my mount. Maybe. Basically, now I'm going to set it at 164 on the voltage, same as I had before. But I'm going to go on a lower multiplier, like 6 gigahertz, run it where it was at. Maybe I may even do 1.6 and then jump up to 164. It's kind of cool seeing captions in real time. Alright. How long has this been going? Yeah, this CPU generates some serious heat at 1.64 gigahertz on the P cores. Okay. Yeah, this LN2 is going fast at this voltage. When I say fast, I mean really fast. Yeah, so in this case, I'm actually just going to do a quick run right where it's at. I don't remember what this thing scored at 6G, but for the voltage, I gotta keep this thing colder. But if there's a massive benefit in memory overclocking, I'm sure it'll all come back. Actually, I could go check down there. Hold on, we're at 6G. Right, let's see if it takes the memory. It's either gonna love it or hate it. Doesn't seem to mind it. But will there be an increase in the score? That's what I want to know. I don't know why I'm wasting LN2 right now. It's a 6 gigahertz, but it is a pretty high voltage. Oh no, it's not at a high voltage yet. 35,000. That sounds to me like a increase. Let me see if I have any 6G runs saved with this particular XMP profile. Yeah, 6G right here. Well, let's see what, let's pull up the screenshot. No. All right. Oh, see, that was only 4,400 on the E-cores. So that's a big difference. So let me go ahead. That's a good baseline. Let me see what memory I was running. Oh, I was actually running overclocked Samsung. This was 7,000 CL32 404032 on the Samsung IC G-Skill Trident Cs. And I scored a 33,643, but the E-cores were at 4.4 gigahertz. So to make a comparison, I'm just going to go ahead and drop these down to 6.4. See what the ring was at too, because that had me a nice bump in score. I'm going to have to look at the full screenshot. Oh, I never even saved that information? Seriously? Oh, it's only at 5. For some reason I thought it was at 5.4 right now. It was probably at 5. So let's go ahead and see what this does with 4.4 on the E-cores, make a more fair comparison. $33,900. Yeah, it made a few hundred points difference, which should make a huge difference considering I've already scored 39,000. Screw it, let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and start going up, up, up. I'm going to do this the way I generally do it, nice and slow, even though we've been nice and cold. I've reset everything. So we'll just go up to like 1.6 and we'll do like a 5.6 run. We'll see if that takes. And I'll throw the, oops. Yeah, 6.6, that's what I wanted. And I'll just bump this up to 5 for now. Oops, wrong slider again, Greg. Damn it, Greg, stop doing that. Leave the cache at 50. And after that run, I'm gonna go ahead and go 6.8, 5.4 on the E-cores, and we'll go 58 on the cache. Yeah. Sounds good to me. I may even try going higher on the memory frequency. Nah, didn't pass that one, did it? But why not? That's the question. I think it's about time again for an LN2 refill. All right, rinse and repeat. I'm still gonna go for 1.6. I think I used 1.6 for 5.6 last time. Or 6.5. Oh no. Let's just do 6.4. Get her a little more comfortable. I think I have a 6.4 run saved too, so I could compare it with the memory. 36,643 at 6.4. Actually, yeah, I want to say that's an improvement. I got 6.5. Oh look, everything was, oh no, 6.4 right here. Well, let's see what board this was even on. No, this was this board. 6.448 on the E-cores, but I got 36,162, and I have 36,643. So the E-cores, bump them up, would probably be like 36,400. So I'm still getting about 250 more points with the memory at 7,000 CL32. So I want to get a 6.854 run before I go higher on the memory. Oh, why did I close Benchmade? All right. So now we're gonna bump up the voltage back to 1.64. Oh, multipliers would help. In this case, I'm going to do 6.7. That was a relatively easy run. And I know it'll take 5.4 here. I'll stick with 56. All right. Yep. It's okay. She's tweaking. I may need to restart. Yeah, she did it for me. Plus the AC kicked on. I wonder if that's on the same breaker. I guess I could refill my... Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm overclocking memory on LN2. The memory was like at minus 80 degrees. It got way too warm. That's why it was crashing. It's still trained, so that's a plus. I'm going to fill in my LN2 very quick, and then we're going to do this with cold memory. And after memory, I'll give it a little bump in the beat clock as well. I'm just gonna more to the memory pot, and then I'm going to fill up the other canisters. So it'll only take a second. Okay. Okay. Still plenty cold. Alright, same methodology as before. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you crash. It doesn't matter, 1605. Let's apply that voltage first before we adjust any multipliers. And we'll do 53, 55. Nope, don't like that. Should have been 164. Alright, so far I know I've managed to break 39,000 CB23. The thing is, that was with stock XMP. And I managed to pass several runs at lower frequencies and lower voltages under LN2. I mean, they were high frequencies, but not my best. That may just be because I didn't go straight into it and I waited too long to finally bench with the memory, because the CPU's already been through hell and back today, running 6.8 on all the P cores. So we'll go for 164 and see if she'll take it. I really got to keep it right around minus 180 or colder when it's at this temperature. Otherwise, it has a tendency to freeze up. All right, so we'll do a quick 6.6 run at this voltage because I want to see if it'll still take this voltage. I should do 5.3 no problem, and we'll do 55 on the cache. And the memory's getting warm again. Did not like that either. She may be Dunsky, guys. Let me just try a quick reboot. So let me save this. I should jump right back into it with a reboot, hopefully. And just a quick restart. Oh no, it's going to load up the BIOS settings, but okay. All right, we're at 39,000 some odd CB, 39,200, I believe. And that was with stock XMP. With the 7000 CL32 memory profile I just threw onto this under LN2, I'm gonna go higher than 7,000 if it'll take. It did take, actually. Just not at 6.8 like I did before because I warmed it up way too much. So hopefully I could at least get that running. What am I doing? Yeah. Let's do like 1.6 very quick. And 65. And we'll do like, oops, 52. 55, yeah, let's do 54. Trying to rule anything out, and then I'll slightly bump up one or the other cores. Just want to see how the memory does. I want to make sure that's not what's causing it to crash. If it passes, then yeah, it's the memory. Either it's been cold too long, or it just hates me. Yep. It hates me. Yep, that's definitely memory. But just to rule out that it is in fact memory, let's bring this down to like 6. And 50. 50. For that, I think I only needed like 155. I don't even need to, if it just crashes, it's the memory. Oh, no. Yep. See if warming it up helps any. Oh, no, there's still only 2 in there. Maybe I'm just too cold on the memory? I don't know. It'd be nice to have one last run. Come on, take it. Let the memory warm up a bit. Well, that really sucks. I think I just went too cold. I'm going to give it a few more tries with the LN2 I have if I can't fix this glitch. Then I know it's the memory. And it's just too cold for too long, maybe. I know it's at a safe voltage right now. I believe it's at 6 gigahertz on P cores, 5 gigahertz on E cores, and like a 45 cache or something like that, maybe 50. So I'm just going to run it exactly how it is, minus 160 roughly right now, which is overkill. Yep, it's memory. Well, that sucks, guys. That really sucks. Well, I got 39,200 with not, it was like 6.7. Let me see what I saved. Let's pull it up actually. Let's pull up the screenshots. I will definitely revisit this in a couple days. Well, no, because I'm going to be in Six Flags in a couple days. Okay, so it's 5.4 on the E cores, 6.8 on the P cores. The memory was stock XMP. Though the memory passed plenty of times on lower, at lower frequencies on both the P cores, E cores, ring, everything, it had no problem passing, and I was seeing a net gain of 250 to 300 points, just with the memory tuning and all the timings and the 7,000 megahertz CL32 4040. Oops, did not like that. Just reset itself, and it's in 0, 0. I think I just killed my KS. Yeah, she's done for the day. Got 0, 0. It's either a dead CPU, just from idling at whatever voltage it was at, or there is some condensation somewhere. I've had 0, 0 before thinking, I just killed my CPU. Let it dry out, dried it out, fired right back up. But in this case, she's Dunsky, at least for today. Oh no, she's back to life. Life is a mystery, guys. Life is a mystery. I'm going to keep going until I run out of LN2, and I still have maybe 6, 7 liters, I would estimate. Maybe. So we'll just check where everything's at, and I'll just see if I can just do a base run. 6G P cores, 5G E cores, 5G ring at 155 volts. Yep. All right. I'll still want to bring it a little cooler for even 155. Okay. Let's see if the memory. Oh, gotta go cold on the memory regardless. It's at minus 90. I'm pretty sure that's the reason we're failing like crazy right now, yeah. This is a good test for memory. Nope. It's done. Well, that's unfortunate, guys. At least nothing's dead. This thing's tweaking. There we go. But yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes these things happen. the memory just froze over. I did manage 19,202 and R23 with XMP. So, and I managed to do several successful runs with my memory overclock under LN2. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to use that with the same memory or CPU frequencies that I had on my XMP run. So I didn't get to. I would have estimated roughly 39,500 based off the gains I saw with previous runs. So I mean, it's unfortunate. It is what it is. Nonetheless, I'm still going until I run out of LN2. So I'm gonna go ahead and revert back to an XMP profile, see if that'll take even. Okay. I'm an idiot. And I've stated many times that I haven't slept much in the last week. But this is the second time I've done this. I just literally just restarted the PC for no reason, wanting to get into the BIOS. That's all fine. This is the one change I want to make very quick. I just want to understand how DDR5 reacts to cold. So at this point, I'm just going to let it kind of warm up. It's still at minus 86 degrees Celsius, so there's no condensation really. So if it fails this, I'm 100% positive it's the memory, though I'm 99% sure it's the memory right now. Yep, it's the memory. No point in benchmarking anymore tonight, guys. It's been fun. I broke my own record. We'll see where that puts me on hardware bot. I can't load it up right now because the bench is not connected to the internet. I do have a cell phone though, smartphone. It's intelligent. This I guess I could shut down and start tearing down. But I do want to see how I compare. Or where I'd rank rather. That put me in 6th place. I'm cool with that for now, until I could get the memory running. And then I'll have to just go all out, pull down the CPU, pull down the memory, and just go ham at 6.8, what was that, 5.4, 5.8. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. For those of you who did, Ilya, it was cool talking to you. I know you're already gone, but yeah, I'm going to give it another go. Maybe tomorrow, if I have time. And and we'll do, like I said, we're gonna run straight CPU, pull down the memory as well, and just go straight into it. Less talking and explaining things. I think that's really what did it with the memory. I don't think it likes to stay cold too long. Like Ilya was saying, if you guys haven't seen his chat, that's because it's on YouTube. But for those of you guys not familiar with Ilya, he's well, AKA Tin. He used to work with Vince for EVGA. Incredible electrical engineer. But yeah, I will revisit this tomorrow, maybe. I do have enough LN2 for some quick suicide runs, so yeah. All right, guys, take it easy. And it was fun breaking my own record and now being sixth.